I came out as being a trans man, a female to male, transsexual, in it was July of 2006. March 7th, 2007, I started hormone therapy, testosterone, and just this past December 3rd, I had top surgery. Started kind of playing with the idea of myself being male, and it was really comfortable, and it just kind of felt right. And so from there, I just did more and more research, found out like if this was something I wanted to do in my life, because it's of course a very, very drastic change, a huge decision. It affects every single part of your life, from your friends, your family, social acceptance, like, you know, walking into a bathroom, jobs, insurance. It affects every aspect of your life. It's not just like this simple, easy thing that people do because they're like, oh, like I'd rather be a man. It's like this is something that comes from inside that you don't really quite know necessarily what it is until you just kind of keep working through it until you get there. I mean, the hardest part was realizing that I felt differently than how other people perceived me and who I actually was to general society. The second hardest part was telling my parents, letting them know and kind of getting there with them. They've come a really long ways. I think they still have a really hard time understanding it, and I think my mom feels like sometimes she lost her daughter and whatever. But they've come to a point now that they're really proud of me, and they let me know that and what I'm doing, and that I'm standing up for myself and being who I want to be, and still being like a really great person, working really hard, doing anything any like child that they would want does, I guess. So I think I'm maybe even more proud of them than they are of me of coming so far, because there was a good period of time where I didn't speak to my mother. It was too hard. I was like, I can't, this is what I gotta do. I can't talk to you for right now, and maybe later, but we didn't speak for like a good 9 months. I was prepared. I was like, if this is something I try, if I start hormone therapy and it feels totally wrong, or it makes me behave in certain ways that I don't like, or I don't like who I am from it, then it's not right for me, and maybe that's not the right decision. But I actually had a really, really positive experience with starting hormones, and all the things in my life that I kind of didn't like about myself and my behavior started to change into like really positive things. I came out like a year, maybe a year and a half before, as being gay or queer. I was like, I think I prefer women. Up to that point, I'd been dating men, and but I was like, maybe this isn't quite it. I strongly believe that sexuality and gender are very different things, and they oftentimes get kind of put in the same category. I don't identify as a gay man or as a straight man, which I think can be very confusing for some people. I definitely identify as queer, and I don't totally limit myself on who I date or involve myself with. I think that a lot of people think that this is, I hear a lot of things like this is a choice. And I think in some ways, you make the decision whether or not you're gonna follow who you believe you are. You make that choice. If you're gonna decide to go through the transition and be who you are and be happy, if that's what makes you happy. But whether or not you are transgender or not isn't a decision. It's just something that's part of who you are.